Hi there everyone, you are looking at the latest radar imagery out of Guam for our newest tropical storm in the western Pacific. That is Tropical Storm Sanvu from JMA. They did upgrade it this morning to that status. JTWC and also the National Weather Service out of Guam here kind of mirrors those warnings. Also, as a tropical storm as well, with those winds upwards of about 35 knots in the interior of the system. Actually, you can see the center of circulation just towards the west of Guam, spinning here, moving off towards the northwest. That's not where the main threat is going to be, though. Still, the max winds are actually relatively away from the center of circulation in this big band out here towards the east, and actually towards Rota. You could be seeing some heavy rainfall going through the day today as these bands continue to push on shore, and it could be bringing a very copious amount of rainfall, and also the risk of some flash floods could be expected here as these bands continue to pummel the area. Now, the system is working its way slowly off towards the northwest right now, moving ever so slowly actually away from Guam here, but as you can see, the heaviest banding is just here towards the south and off towards the east. Actually, low-lying clouds in towards the northwest. There is some wind shear in this area suppressing any higher cloud tops from developing, but unfortunately, this band in here, as it wraps around, that's what's going to be bringing you all that heavy rainfall. But what's going to be happening with this storm as it does continue to track off towards the north, and JTWC actually expects this to become a typhoon. JMA not quite to keep it at a strong tropical storm. I'm actually leading towards a strong tropical storm. If it does go a typhoon, it likely will be instantly extratropical immediately afterwards, and that is because of this guy right here, this cold front coming in from the west, acting like a plow. This is in red, it's supposed to be in blue, just the color I'm using right now, but anyhow, as that runs into the system, it will quickly steer it and shoot it off towards the north, and as it does so, becoming extratropical. And for any ships actually up in this area, that's going to be a major hazard, because this is going to be kicking up some massively high seas. Upwards of about 10 meters could be expected as this storm continues to push off in that direction. But at least for the time being, the further development of it could be expected here if we look at the ocean heat content. Actually, there is a warm core eddy just towards the left of the system. That could spark a little more convection on the western side of it, but good news, by that time it's expected to be a little bit away from the Marianas here. Could be seeing some outer rain bands affected. At this time, though, it does look like here on Tuesday the 22nd, the heaviest rain will be occurring. As this storm continues to get fed all of its moisture, and actually the bulk of its moisture is coming down here from the south, right around the intertropical convergence zone. Right now, you're looking at the total precipitable water in the atmosphere. See that band kind of stretching into the interior of it. Off towards the north, some drier inflow also is suppressing the western periphery at this time. That's one reason as well why you're not seeing as much high cloud tops there. So on that note, let's take a look at the forecast track here from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. They do have it actually making a CPA, or a close proximity alert, to naval base in Guam at 44 nautical miles just out towards the south at about 22 Zulu on the 21st. So that was this morning here. Now the storm's moving off towards the northwest. They do have it becoming a typhoon on the 25th, early in the morning, actually very late in the evening on the 24th, actually. Winds about 65 up to 80 knots. You do have it going up to about 70 knots, but like I said, here on the 24th, it starts to lose a lot of that ocean heat content. That cold front's going to be kicking in from the east, and that's why you see this really quick acceleration off towards the north, that this thing becomes extratropical. And here's the forecast from JMA. They actually pushing off towards the northwest, not quite out to the 5-day mark, but likely will churn off towards the north and towards the northeast, maxing out at about 45 knots. So they do keep it as a tropical storm. That's about the equivalent of about 23 meters per second. But that is all for right now, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at westernpacificweather.com. I would like to ask anybody out of the Marianas if you have any photos or videos you would like to share with us on this tropical storm. Always welcomed here. Make sure to fit into our updates. All right, stay safe out there. Have a great day.